Hey y'all, it's Holly. So part of the other movies I got yesterday, the Val Lewton double feature. I walked with a zombie and the seventh victim. I watched both because I walked with a zombie 69 minutes, seventh victim 71 minutes. Perfect lengths for movies for me, actually, because I love the Universal movies, the Universal horror, like classic monsters. So like an hour 10, maybe an hour 15. Perfect lengths for movies for me. I love that. Anyway, I did watch both, so we'll start with I Walked with a Zombie. I knew this more by not necessarily reputation, but a little bit, kind of. I'll get into that, but more so, it's more well known for one thing in particular. If you've seen any images of like old representations of black voodoo, or black voodoo stuff, like black zombies and stuff in film, like especially if you watch black, no, uh, horror noir or what was that? Folklore witchcraft movie documentary that's on Shudder and also Prime now, I guess. Um, those ones really talk about that era of film. It's the like shirtless black dude, bulging eyes, kind of thing like that. That image alone is like the one thing most people, like horror fans or whatever, will see and be like, "Oh, that," and they may know the title, but they like it's one where they just know the image more so. At least that's what I feel. I may be completely wrong, but that's what I think. But I'm sorry, I don't have my if bottle. Apologies. Um, so produced by Val Lewton, directed by Jacques Tourneur, 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 Tourneur. So Tourneur. Um, I had seen a couple of the Val Lewton produced movies before, mainly Cat People and The Body Snatcher. Which of course I'm going to see a Body Snatcher. Carl of course I'm going to see it, but of course I'm going to see Cat People. So I also have Cat People. Cat People's another Criterion movie, so I have naturally seen that. But um, this one I liked. It's interesting. It's more atmospheric, more how do I describe it? Because I was thinking of two movies was popping up in my head, and specific at different three movies actually. Yeah, three movies were popping up in my head at specific points. Overall, especially on the island, and like how the plantation owner and the his brother and stuff uh, vibe on the island. It reminded me of like kind of a extension of um, Island of Lost Souls, like the lauded version, more so. Definitely more so than like the other versions of that of Dr. Moreau's stuff. But that one, it does have like an extension vibe of that. It does feel kind of like that. But then like when they're in the uh, sugar cane areas, like there's a part where they're walking through sugar cane and stuff. That definitely has much more of like it was giving me weird. Sorry, I'm grabbing my charger. It was giving me a lot more Onibaba vibes, a little bit. I don't know any better way to explain that one, other than it just has similar vibes. It is odd. Um, but that was interesting. But the thing that I was curious on is more so it's more so the validity or the how wrong the prediction uh, depiction of the voodoo is because like of course it's not going to be like completely accurate at all. Um, it could be, but it's rare. But the thing that was like, okay, well, at least it's better than Live and Let Die, the James Bond movie, which, side note, is until I find a better one, my favorite James Bond movie. It was one of the ones that got me into James Bond, but there we go. But yeah, I do wonder, like, maybe some of you, please let me know if how like valid the depiction was, because complete outside perspective, yes. I feel like it's not too greatly offensive. Except maybe like most definitely probably the depiction of the black zombie is probably the main issue. It doesn't seem as crazy as something that would have been in American Horror Story, which also seems very shaky. Um, and doesn't seem as jokey and wild as Live and Let Die. So it's better than those two, but I don't know if it's still bad. Still seems bad, but not horribly bad. If you get my drift on that. Um, the movie's, yeah, I would say it's very much in that vibe. It's like the universal horror cycle, but like the mid cycles, like their lesser stuff, like I said, Island of Lost Souls, or which is kind of lumped in, but it's not completely there, or like um, kind of Indestructible Man, or uh, um, Man-Made Monster, those kind of ones where it's more low key, kind of, or even like well, yeah, I guess those ones are the best ones I can think of. I liked it. Uh, I don't know if I wanted it to be longer, honestly. I feel like it could be used longer, to explore some stuff. Basically, plot is a nurse is hired by this guy to take care of his wife in St. Simon's, it's the Caribbean. And she gets embroiled and like trying to help the woman, and she falls in love with the guy rather quickly, a little too quickly. I think that's probably my biggest complaint, honestly, with it is how quickly she falls in love with the guy, and that it's a similar complaint in Seventh Victim, but that's for later. Um, but yeah, she does fall in love with him very quickly, and he's like, "Oh, I fell in love with you very quickly." It's like, okay, you could have just like solved this by saying like, "Oh, I've been on the island for a few months now," kind of thing. Like, there, done. One bit of dialogue fixes it. Except it feels like days, if that. I mean, yes, that, but it does feel just like a couple days. So it's hard to figure out the timeline on that. Yeah, she gets there, she's trying to help the wife. The wife is like in a coma, like a zombie like state. And through her investigation, through her trying to figure things out, yes, she's a zombie. Even the movie begins with I walked with a zombie, hence the title. Um, but how it plays out, I'm actually going to leave it up to y'all to find it because I'm sure it's on Prime. Right now it's 50% off. I would say it's a really good deal because you get two movies for the price of half of one. Um, I say check it out. In the meantime, please uh, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the very next video.